Hello, children. Today we will be starting with the eighth chapter in geography of class 7, that is, human environment interactions, the tropical and the subtropical regions. So, now let us see some important terms first. Mouth. The place where a river flows into another body of water is known as the river's mouth. Like we have our own mouth, in the same way rivers have also mouth where it flows into the another river, or it joins the other river. जैसे कि joint होता है ना, वैसे ही. And the place where it is joined is known as a mouth. Tributaries. These are small rivers that join the main river. So now the small streams or rivers that join a big river are known as its tributaries. Like in small drains joining a big drain. So the small drains will be known as the tributaries of the main drain. जैसे होता है ना, छोटे छोटे स्ट्रीम्स बड़े में ज्वाइन करते हैं, फिर वो और बड़े होते जाते हैं, एंड फिर जो छोटी छोटी नदियाँ होती हैं वो जब मेन नदी से ज्वाइन करती है उसको हम बोलते हैं tributaries. Bromeliads, these are special plants that store water in their leaves. Like camel stores water in its in its body, in its fat cells. In the same way, there are certain plants that store water in its leaves, and these are known as bromeliads. Slash and burn agriculture. It is a type of cultivation in which farmers clear a patch of land by cutting down trees and bushes. These are then burnt, which releases the nutrients into the soil. Now the field becomes ready for growing crops. So this is a type of agriculture where a plot of land is cleared by the trees and bushes are just cut or slashed and then burnt, and then whatever is the residue or whatever is left behind, that releases, or that whatever is left behind, it makes the soil fertile. Slash and burn cultivate agriculture is also known as shifting cultivation. Manioc, this is the staple food of the people of the Amazon basin. So like we eat dal, rice, roti, we have dal, rice. In the same way, people in Amazon forest have maniocs. Okay. Now the next point, the next term is maloka. Large apartment like houses with steeply slanting roofs are called malokas. Like if you've seen the hills where there is a lot of rainfalls, there are apartments or large houses which have slanting roofs, and these are called malokas. Like supposingly this is a house. Okay, I'll just this is a house and it has got a very slanting roof in this manner. So this means it is a maloka. Then we come to population density. It refers to the number of persons that live in one square kilometer of area. So now whatever, like supposing this is a 1 kilometer square area. So how many people are staying inside this is known as the population density. Then we come to terrace farming. It is a type of farming in which terraces are built on steep slopes to create flat surfaces on which crops are grown. The slope is removed so that water does not run off rapidly. So now what happens in terrace farming? This especially happens in the hilly area or hilly terrain. So what happens? The hill is cut, where the slope is there. It will be just flattened, and the crops will be grown. Why is the slope cut into flat surface? So that the water which the rainwater or the underground water which is coming from the top of the mountain does not flow immediately. It takes some time and is absorbed by the soil and the plant, and then whatever excess water is there, it flows down. piranha. It is a type of fish that eats flesh. So you might have seen in many movies that there are fishes which have very big teeth. So these are flesh-eating fishes. And these are known as piranha. It is a small size fish which eats flesh. Now let's study the chapter in bit more detail. Human beings interact with the environment and are dependent on it for a number of things. Even in the last chapter, we did human beings are dependent on the environment, and they have like for firewood, for oxygen, for food, whatever is there, or whatever we use in our day-to-day lives. We human beings depend on the environment for our survival. So now let us see what type of life do the people of Amazon live. Life in Amazon basin. The Amazon River basin lies near the equator. Amazon River was discovered by a Spanish explorer Vincent Yancy Pinzon. So now Amazon River is near in the southern American continent, and also in the southern hemisphere. But this jungle lies near the equator. It is so that means the imaginary line equator. It just crosses Amazon River. And this place Amazon was discovered by a Spanish explorer is a person who explores things, and the name of this explorer was Vincent Yancy Pinzon. The Amazon basin lies in the tropical region close to the equator between 10-degree north and 10-degree south, and the river Amazon flows through this region. So now what happens? The Amazon River basin is 10-degree north and 10-degree south, and in between in between this distance, the equator crosses the jungle, or it crosses the Amazon River. So that means half of the Amazon is in northern hemisphere and half of it is in southern hemisphere. And the river Amazon flows through this region. So why? Because the river Amazon flows through this region. That is the reason. That is the reason why this area is known as Amazon basin. Basin means you can say rivers. The side of the rivers, or side of the river. The Amazon River basin drains portions of Brazil, parts of Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, Colombia, and a small part of Venezuela. So these are the countries through which the river Amazon passes, and certain and the basin extra, and there are certain and the basin and makes the land of these countries fertile. The Amazon basin lies in the equatorial region. As already said, equatorial means the equator. That is in the middle of the earth, the center part of the earth. The river Amazon flows through this region. Numerous tributaries join the Amazon river to form the Amazon basin. So now there are many tributaries. As we have already said, tributaries mean small rivers or streams, you can say brook, that join the Amazon river to form a large number of basin, and this basin is very fertile. The river basin drains. So now these are the countries where the Amazon basin lies. If you see, these are all the countries of the South American continent. Now let us see what type of a climate does Amazon basin have. The Amazon basin stretches directly on the equator and is characterized by hot and wet climate throughout the year. So that this means that as Amazon lies on the equatorial region, that is near the equator, so the temperature is hot as well as wet, hot and wet. That means the temperature is humid. Why? Firstly, because it is near the equator, and in the equatorial region, whenever the temperatures reach a certain degree, it starts raining. So that is the reason it is wet. And secondly, it is wet due to the river that is flowing through this area, that is the Amazon river. There are heavy rainfall and high humidity. So now, as being the in the equatorial region, there is a lot of heavy rainfall for 2 3 hours, and then because of the rain, the humidity, that is the moisture in the air, also increases, and therefore it is a humid place. The climate of the Amazon basin is hot and wet throughout the year. It rains almost every day. During daytime, temperatures are high, but at night the temperature goes down. So what happens is, during the day it is very hot and very humid, but at the same time during the night the temperatures also go down. Why? Because the sun has set, and basically becomes cold. The water starts getting cold, and during the day or during the night it can rain any time, and it rains every day in this region. Thick forests are found in Amazon basin. As sunlight does not reach the ground, only shade tolerant vegetation grows here. For example, orchids and bromeliads. So now what happens is, as Amazon basin has a thick forest, as you might have seen in many of the National Geographic channels, especially Bear Grylls and this Josh Gates. So what happens is that the sunlight, because the trees are very big due to the rain and sunlight, so the sunlight does not reach the ground. And what happens is, only small uh, only small plants which can just take the sunlight, not the sun rays, which can just take the sunlight. For example, orchids and bromeliads, they grow in such a place. They are the ones which grow at a lower height. They do not rise to a very great height. You might have seen some orchids in the Nokuchiatal lake also, near the log. Okay, so if you don't know, you can have a look at the orchids in Nokuchiatal. Now let's come to rainforest. As it rains heavily, thick forests grow in this region. So now what happens? Amazon is a rainforest region, and there is a heavy rainfall. Not only heavy rainfall, but also the temperature is hot, and therefore the forest is very thick, or the forest is very dense. The forests are in fact so thick that the dense roof created by leaves and branches do not allow the sunlight to reach the ground. So as the forest is so thick, and the leaves of the trees are so thick and big, that they do not allow the sunlight to reach the ground. मतलब वो जमीन में बड़ी बड़ी पत्तियां होती है, तो वो सनलाइट को जमीन जमीन पे आने नहीं देती हैं. The forest is rich in flora and fauna. So now the rainforest of Amazon is rich in flora and fauna. Flora means plant life and fauna means animal life. The basin is home to thousands of species of insects. Now, as it is a very thick forest and there is a lot of human flora and fauna, so now even the insect survives in such a climate. And therefore, there are many species which can be found in the Amazon forest or in the rainforest area. The rainforest is rich in fauna. A variety of birds is found here. Apart from animals like monkeys, sloth, etc., various species of reptiles and snake are also found in these forests. So, sloth is a kind of bear, okay? It is a big bear, and it moves very slowly, but is a very aggressive animal. So what happens is, not only plant life but also animal life is rich here. The many species kinds of birds are found here. Animals like monkeys, different variety of monkeys with different variety of bears like the sloth are found in this area. And not only these animals, but in Amazon we find many reptiles. Reptiles is a group of vertebrates, where like the snakes. And there are many different kinds of snakes, species of snakes that are found here. Not only snakes, but lizards, armadillo, Different animals are found in this region. The basin is also the home to thousands of species of insects. I've already done this. So this means that there are many variety of insects also found here. We might not be knowing just some, like insect, like mosquitoes, cockroach, bees, bumblebees. But there's so many species in Amazon that we cannot imagine about them. Okay, now let's come to the people of rainforests. People of rainforests, people grow most of their food in small areas after clearing some trees in the forest. So now, as the people need to survive, so what do? They clear a certain area and plant most of their food, eatable plants in this that small area by clearing this area by the process of slash and burn, or shifting cultivation. We'll call it slash and burn, as I already told you. And what is slash and burn? You clear a plot of land, cut the trees and shrubs, burn them, and then whatever residue is left, it provides nutrient to the soil. So this type of agriculture is very common in the rainforest area, that is in the Amazon area basin. The development activities are leading to the gradual destruction of the biological diverse forest. So now what happened? As the people are developing or creating different cities, or setting up factories, they are cutting down trees in excess. So what is happening is the biologically diverse rainforest, where there are a lot of species of animals, plants, they are all getting destroyed. Destructed means destroyed. And some of the species are so such that if we destroy them, we will not find them in future. Like the dinosaurs went extinct, in the same way there are certain plants and animals that will go extinct if the people development activities continue in a very with a great speed. The people of Amazon basin are mainly engaged in agriculture. Like people in India are engaged in agriculture, in the same way people of the Amazon basin are also engaged in agriculture. They grow tapioca, pineapple, and sweet potato. So these are their staple food is manioc. They also grow cash crops like coffee, maize, and cocoa. So tapioca is like a, soya paneer. We can call tapioca is like a soya which is made into cut into pieces, like we have cotton paneer. So this is known as tapioca. It is a tasteless thing basically. Like paneer is made of milk. In the same way, tapioca is made of soya. Then is pineapple, and then is sweet potato. Sweet potato is shakar kanji or shakar kandi. All right, which you get in the winters quite a lot. And the staple food is manioc. It is something like a so manioc is a root basically, and like we have radish, we have carrot. In the same way, manioc is also a root which is used for eating purposes, and this is the staple food. Staple means main food. They also grow cash crops like coffee. What are cash crops? Cash crops are the crops which are grown for plantation purpose, like coffee, maize, and cocoa. That is the reason Brazil is the largest producer of coffee in the world. Than coffee and also cocoa. Okay. The life of people of Amazon basin is slowly changing. In 1970, the Trans Amazon Highway made all parts of the rainforest accessible. So now the people life, as the development is taking place, so the life of the people of Amazon basin is also slowly changing. Why? Because in 1970 there was a highway. That is, the highway means a road that was constructed to join all the parts of the rainforest, which where people could go from one place to another in a very easy manner. Aircrafts and helicopters are also used for reaching various places. So that means the airways is also used. Roadways and airways are used for reaching various places, and this all happened after 1970. Due to these developmental activities, a large area of the rainforest has been disappearing annually in the Amazon basin. So that as the roadways and the as the airways and the railways are being constructed, so what is happening? A large number of area is being is disappearing, means gayab ho raha hai. Why? Because of these developmental activities. In the next video we will do about life in the Brahmaputra basin.